Let's dive into it now. Number 6. Let's ruin next week's goals for 5 seconds of dopamine and a cookie. Your brain is a child at a candy store, except the candy is TikTok, cookies, impulse buys, and texting your ex at 2 a.m. It wants pleasure now, not happiness later. And it doesn't care if later you has to mop up the mess. Why save money when online shopping exists? Why sleep early when the algorithm just served you a 12-part conspiracy about frogs? Why work out when your couch literally hogs you back? Because in brain logic, the future is fake. Tomorrow might as well be Narnia. All that matters is now, and now wants sugar, comfort, and validation. Delivered instantly. Delayed gratification? That's a skill your brain never signed up for. It wants dopamine on demand. Long-term goals are like vegetables. Good for you, but meh. The cookie is here, warm, and smells like joy. Worse, your brain rewards the instant stuff. Every hit of pleasure trains it like a lab rat. So the more you give in, the harder it is resist. That's why one cheat day becomes a cheat decade. Want to win? Outsmart the lizard brain. Hide the cookies. Make the boring task slightly more fun. Give yourself immediate rewards for long-term moves. The future you deserves a chance, but your brain's going to need a bribe, because just this once is how the sabotage begins. Number 5. Why learn something new when you can just keep proving yourself right and miserable? Your brain isn't looking for truth, it's looking for reassurance. It wants to be told, yes, king/queen, your opinions are flawless. Please go on scrolling Reddit and ignoring all signs of reality. Confirmation bias is your brain's way of turning life into a please judge, jury, and star witness, and somehow every verdict says you were right all along. You don't gather facts, you collect evidence for your already shaky beliefs. Think your boss hates you? You'll ignore the compliment and hyper-analyze the time she didn't say hi. Think relationships never work out. You'll forget the 3 normal dates and replay the one where they ordered milk with spaghetti. Why is your brain like this? Because doubt is effort, uncertainty is scary, and changing your mind takes energy your brain would rather spend panicking or procrastinating. So instead of growth, you get stuck in your own mental echo chamber, shouting opinions into the void and hearing them bounce back like divine truth. Want to break free? Try actively looking for info that disagrees with you. Be wrong on purpose. Confuse your brain until it can't find the exit. Growth starts where the echo ends. But hey, if being wrong sounds uncomfortable, your brain's already rehearsing a dozen reasons why you shouldn't try. Number 4, imagine this. You're dangling off a cliff by a single thread. Your brain goes, okay, this is bad, but at least we know what's happening. Now picture this. You need to send an important email that might get ignored or worse, judged. Your brain? Full meltdown. Panic stations. DEFCON 1. Why? Because your brain would rather wrestle a bear it can see than sit with a situation it doesn't understand. It triggers your ancient survival systems, the same ones designed to detect whether a bush rustled because of wind or because a tiger is about to make you lunch. Only now, the tiger is waiting for a reply from a hiring manager, or your crush, or your boss who just typed, "Can we talk?" and hit send like a digital nuke. Your brain fills the void with terrifying fiction. They hate me. This shortcut used to keep you alive in the jungle. Now, it just keeps you in analysis paralysis over whether you should use an emoji. Here's the deal. Uncertainty is not danger, but your brain treats them like synonyms. You have to remind it, like a panicked toddler, that sometimes we wait, sometimes we don't know. And that's okay. The discomfort of not knowing won't kill you, but the mental gymnastics you do to avoid it just might. Number 3, if overthinking were an Olympic sport, you'd have gold medals and brand sponsorships. Your brain doesn't just think, it spirals, analyzes, rewinds in HD at 3 a.m. Remember that awkward thing you said in 2017? Your brain does, and it's convinced that one moment ruined your entire social credibility. You overanalyze texts like they're ancient scrolls. They said, sure. What do they really mean? Is that passive-aggressive? Should I reply with a GIF? Or is that too much? The worst part, you think you're being productive, like your brain is some kind of high-level strategist planning for every outcome. But nope, you're just looping through worst-case scenarios while doing absolutely nothing helpful. Overthinking is just anxiety in a lab coat pretending to be smart. You replay conversations you can't change. You predict catastrophes that never happen. You stress about things that aren't even real yet, like you're starring in a sci-fi movie where you fight imaginary problems with sheer mental exhaustion. And decisions? Oh, forget it. You weigh every option like choosing a pizza topping is a moral dilemma. If I pick mushrooms, will I regret it? Am I a mushroom person? What does that say about me? Here's the brutal truth. Overthinking doesn't protect you. It paralyzes you. It's your brain doing laps in a pool with no water. Loud, frantic, and utterly pointless. So next time you catch yourself spiraling, try this revolutionary concept. Stop. You're not preventing disaster. You're just feeding a mental gremlin with caffeine and insecurity. Number 2, you know that voice in your head, the one narrating your life like it's a gritty HBO drama? Yeah, it's terrible. It takes one missed text and turns it into a full-blown tragedy. They hate me. They found someone better. I'm destined to die alone in sweatpants. Your brain doesn't wait for facts. No, facts are boring. Instead, it grabs the tiniest clue and runs a full Netflix miniseries with plot twists, villains, betrayal, and usually a very dramatic soundtrack, all starring you as the overly emotional protagonist and the world as your heartless enemy. That co-worker didn't smile at you, clearly hates you. Your boss said, "Can we talk?" Welcome to the end of your career. This mental storyteller doesn't ask for scripts or permission. It just fills in the blanks with the worst possible scenarios. Because uncertainty terrifies your brain. So instead of waiting for clarity, it invents a plot, a bad one. But here's the kicker. You believe it. You react to it. You spiral. Because your brain's fiction feels real. Emotional logic kicks in, and now you're crying in your car because someone said okay instead of okay. It's not truth. It's just brain fan fiction. And spoiler alert, most of it is trash. Next time your mind starts narrating some dramatic monologue, ask, is this reality or just a poorly written episode of my imaginary soap opera? Because most of the time, it's not your life. It's just a bad script with too much drama and zero plot development. Number 1, let's get something straight. Your brain is not here to help you thrive. It's here to help you survive, not flourish, not succeed, just make it through another day without getting eaten by a metaphorical tiger. So when you get ghosted, your ancient brain doesn't go, maybe they were just busy. Nope. It hits the panic button and screams, "We've been abandoned by the tribe. Death is coming." Oh, that's right. Your brain still operates like it's 50,000 BC and rejection means starvation. It doesn't care that you're in sweatpants in a heated apartment eating Thai food while texting 3 other people. It thinks you're in a cave and winter is coming. So when you want to take a risk, start a business, apply for a dream job, ask someone out, your brain goes, "Whoa there, chief, that's unfamiliar. That's dangerous. Better to just stay exactly where you are, right? Safe. Stupid, stuck. This survival instinct used to keep us alive. Now it just keeps us from emailing our resume or going to therapy. And the worst part, your brain rewards you for avoiding risk. Every time you dodge discomfort, it tosses you a dopamine treat, like a dog who didn't bark at a vacuum cleaner. Good job, you didn't die. But you also didn't grow, improve, or evolve. You just survived. Again. So next time your brain throws a fear tantrum over a perfectly normal human experience, remind it, thanks for the input, caveman. But this isn't a jungle, it's a job interview.